Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coach on back order, and it's time for episode number 10. We're into the double digits now of our Pokemon Yellow Randomized Nuzlocke. If you missed the last episode, you missed something, because we did take on Cerulean City Gym for our second Kanto League badge here in the random world of Kanto, and not everybody made it through unscathed. As you can see, there is a big gaping hole in our team layout down below. Sadly, our starter Pokemon Dratini did meet defeat to the hands of a critical hit from Kangaskhan, who happened to get 4 out of 5 possible Comet Punches off against him. And of course, here in Gen 1, if the first attack of a multi-hit attack is critical, every single one is critical, so sad to say we lost our starter. But now that we've got our second badge, we're going to head up north towards Bill's Cape at Route 24 and 25. That gives us 2 new encounters to get, so we could possibly add a new Pokemon to the team as soon as we get past Nugget Bridge. So let's start off checking out the team. Right now we have Gary, our level 17 Magikarp, just waiting to evolve. He has Tackle and Splash, of course, but very soon, in exactly 3 more levels, he's going to become a powerful Gyarados. We have Bubble Beam we can teach him too at that point. Next we have Guar, our Mankey at level 17. Moveset is Low Kick, Karate Chop, Scratch, and Leer. Next we have Jiggles the Wigglytuff at level 19. Moveset currently is Double Slap, Sing, Disable, and Defense Curl. I really want to get some better attacks for him. Let me just check the stats right now. I'm pretty sure his physical... Yeah, attack is 36, special is only 27. If I can teach him some decent normal type moves, then he can have some pretty good power behind him. But for the time being, he just had Double Slap. Next we have Buster, our Ghastly, at level 20, with Lick, Confuse Ray, and Nightshade. And last but not least, our... I guess oldest team member now, strongest Pokemon we have at the moment is Blaze, our Charizard, a random encounter back in Viridian Forest. He has Ember, Scratch, Growl, and Leer. Alright, so we took on, I think, 2 trainers in Nugget Bridge. We'll go after the next 3, actually, next 4, because of course, as I'm sure you might be aware, there is, I was gonna say a 5th, there's a 6th trainer beyond here, but it's not who you might be expecting. But of course, if you played the Gen 1 games, you know exactly who you're expecting. Trainer number 3, let's begin. Here's number 3, I won't be easy. In a randomizer, that could very well be true. Anyway, let's get this started. So you probably saw yesterday there was no news update video thingy, because as expected, every second week, well, it seems like every second week I'm doing a news update video thingy. I'm gonna go to Jiggles. I'm concerned this thing might have Confusion or Psychic or something. I know it probably just has its basic moveset of Tackle, Harden. I don't know what else it can get. Obviously Tackle. But anyway, yeah, there was no news update because when I check on Monday mornings to see what is there to mention in the world of Pokemon news, seems like every, let's say, first Monday, all 5 hits. There's really not much to mention. Right now, when I checked it out, there's only talking about some of the collections coming out, but they're not coming out until the new set of new TCG collections, I should specify. They're not coming out until the new expansion comes out in May. And it's May, I think, 19th or 15th, something like that. Some collections coming out for some of the Tapu, and I missed twice in a row. But yeah, there's really not much to mention beyond that. You know, there is currently another global mission going on in the Festival Plaza, Hatch a Lot of Eggs, which I guess I can talk a little bit about. What I'm trying to do right now in my Sun and Moon game, is I'm trying to breed starter Pokemon with decent movesets, like, you know, decent egg moves. I don't like to spoil things for myself. Jiggles, man! Nice job taking that Paris down single-handedly. And you're going to switch out against this Lapras, however, because I don't think there's much you can do. I'm going to go to Guar. We can low-kick this. Anyway, so I'm breeding some starter Pokemon. I think I mentioned it on the weekend when I was recording my Pokemon Sun and Moon viewer Wi-Fi battles, which if you haven't seen those, I'm starting to upload those throughout the week here. I've got 4 recorded. They'll be staggered throughout the week and uploaded, of course. And I mentioned I'm doing some starter breeding. I'm beginning with the current Gen 7 starters. I have, well, I want to try to breed with some decent egg moves, as I said. I didn't really plan that ahead for Rowlet, unfortunately, so Rowlet just has some, like, high-level Rowlet moves that would normally learn. Ow, stomped flat! I think I'm breeding them with Leafage, Leaf Blade, Nasty Plot, and Synthesis, if I recall correctly. I did my best, I have no regrets. Let's take this trainer before going back to heal. I'm number 4, getting tired, so I don't like to spoil myself and know ahead of time what egg moves there are. Like, I guess the smart thing would be if I was to do that, because then I can make sure I'm breeding the best Pokemon possible for you folks out there. But I kind of like learning as I go, so to that end, I traded to get a Litleo that I figured, you know, probably is going to be a breeding partner for good old Litten. Can't even think of the names of some of these Pokemon. How many Pokemon are there? 842,000 right now? I don't know, I lost track. But I'm trying to see if I can breed some moves, so I decided Litten and Litleo might be good breeding partners. I've been breeding Litten that are born knowing... What is that they can't normally get? I think... Flare Blitz or something like that? Like a decent fire attack, plus I'm also breeding them to learn Crunch, which once they evolve into Incineroar, they'll have a nice stab Dark-type move in Crunch. And of course, Darkest Lariat is probably the better one to have, but... It's still cool you can have Crunch until they learn their signature move. Or do they learn their signature move the moment they... evolve? I'm trying to think if that's how Sonata learned Sparkling Aria. I can't recall offhand. Anyway, but I'm breeding them with, I forget what else they have, but a couple of egg moves like that, and I'm breeding Poplio right now that have Aqua Ring as a move, or an egg move, which is pretty cool. I didn't know if they could learn that or not. I just decided I'm going to breed it with a Spheal, because they're both Seal Pokemon, and as it turns out, Aqua Ring can be passed on to baby Poplio, so... That's pretty cool. I lost too! Yeah, you did. Out of my way. No regrets. Do your best. Let's take this trainer on too. Why not? Okay, I'm number 5. I'll stomp you. No, you won't. Calm down. You might. I shouldn't be too overzealous here. What I'm excited for, though, right now, we have 2 encounters coming up. He's just got a Lickitung. I think Buster can handle that. But I got 2 encounters. That means I'll finally have a Pokemon in the PC. Wait, Guar can handle this. Wait, he might actually be able to stomp me flat. Don't disable low kick, don't disable low kick. Thank you. See, I'm scared of Stomp because our defense is not super amazing, and it's going to take more than one... I forgot low kick and flinch. It's going to take more than one low kick to bring this down. Flinches again. Just going to scratch. Surefire hit. Unless we have that 1 in 256 chance of missing, I think it is. Something like that. There's a slim chance even a fully accurate move can miss in Gen 1. Whoa, too much! I'm gonna keep going on because I have Blaze the Charizard if I need to call on somebody to take on this not Nugget Bridge trainer. Congratulations, you beat our 5 contest trainers. Thank you. You just earned a fabulous prize. I got myself a Nugget. By the way, would you like to join Team Rocket? We're a group dedicated to evil using Pokemon. Is that why I gave you the sinister voice? Wanna join? Are you sure? Come on, join us! Notice it doesn't give me a prompt for yes or no, because they know no one's going to say yes. I'm telling you to join, okay? You need convincing. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. Now this guy here normally has a Zubat and an Ekans. Let's see what the randomizer decides to throw our way in place. Rocket wants to fight, starting off with a Tentacruel. Okay, Gary, you're getting out of here. No, you know what, Gary? Tackle it once. Uh-oh. Now we're stuck. Actually, no, wait, we can still switch out in Gen 1. I forgot about that. Let's try Guar. We can Karate Chop this thing. Karate Chop is normal type in this generation, plus a high chance to critical hit. Your attack stat is not that good, so this shouldn't do too much to us, I don't think. That did 12. A critical will defeat Guar, but I think a critical Karate Chop defeats you. Your speed's not amazing. You can't get a critical hit on us. Well, you can, but we survive it. Okay. Calm down, game. Switching out. Let's go into Buster Double Resist your Poison Acid. You might have Water Gun. I know you have Wrap. It's not going to hurt us at all. Of course, it's still going to lock us into place, which is still just a weird... I don't even know if you would call it a glitch exactly, but it's just a weird thing that Gen 1 seems to have going for it. Wrapping a Ghost type. Without the Scrappy ability, you know, without Foresight. What else? Odor Sleuth, that's the other one. Odor Sleuth makes it so a Ghost type can be hit by normal type hits. My defense went down! So did Tentacruel, though. But, talking about breeding and stuff, currently the global mission is hatch a lot of eggs. I'll probably start doing a lot of hatching and stuff. Level 18. Level 18. Yes! 2 Pokemon level 18 right away. And you got Eevee! Aw, so cute. You have a Nightshade. But I want to start breeding other starters as well, because if I'm going to start breeding, I might as well start with starters. So, I'm trying to see if I can get... well, I have a few Torchic that I've gotten through Wonder Trade. One of them was really good. It must have been bred by the other trainer, too. It had... there was Low Kick, Reversal... a few other egg moves, I think, plus it had the Adamant Nature, plus it had the Hidden Ability. So, it's like... I wonder... was that just really, really careful breeding? I'm gonna say yes, because it wasn't shiny, it wasn't max IV, so I think it might have just been somebody trying to breed the best Pokemon and send out, like I would like to do as well. Arrgh, you're too good. Thank you. With your ability, you'll become a top leader in Team Rocket. No thanks. Alright, we're gonna fight this guy. What guy? That guy. Then we're gonna get our encounter on Route 24. I saw your feet from the grass. My feet? Oh, wait a minute. You mean my... What's another term for feet? Another synonym. Accomplishment, achievement, a cloister. Let's go with the cloister. Being an ice type, you are weak to Guar. Guar is weak in general right now, so we're switching into Buster. This thing can actually clamp us, which will be locking us into place and hurting us. There's the clamp. But you do minimal damage. We're going to stay in right now. We're going to go for a Nightshade. I think your HP is pretty low, at least if Pokemon Go is any indication. You get some pretty slight HP. It's your defense, physical, that makes you give you some good longevity in battle. You can probably stop clamping me anytime. Thank you. Nightshade, gonna do half, I'm gonna say. I might be wrong on that, we're gonna find out. Yeah, about half. And the Supersonic. So we're gonna switch into our Pokemon that is weak to water, but Blaze is just amazing in general. There's nothing you can do to hurt us. Come on. Alright, we're gonna go for the Ember. Your special stat, I don't think it's very... Well, I don't know. In this generation, it might be. I know later on your special defense is pretty terrible. Stop skill linking me with Clamp! There's no need for this. Ember. Obviously, Scratch is gonna do pretty much nothing to the physical defense of this thing. Ember does the trick. What is next from this Mr. Feet-looking guy? Aw, Meowth, that's right. Haven't seen you yet, Meowth. Team Rocket, of course, had other Pokemon against us back in Mount Moon. And down you go. Gonna go for a nice, simple little Scratch attack. So, who do we have that can... I'm trying to think. We have Sing on Jiggle. I'm trying to think for capturing Pokemon status conditions. I thought not. You thought not what? I hid because the people on the bridge scared me. Alright. Our team is kind of on the weak side. I'm gonna throw a potion towards Guar. And hopefully he catches it. Yes, he caught it. Alright. I'm gonna lead... I'm gonna give a potion to Jiggles and lead with Jiggles. I have the Sing attack, as I said. And we're gonna see what our first encounter is. Now, I remember... Okay, before I go into the encounter, I did mention at one point, one of our regular viewers, Robert, did say we can check the Pokedex and see where Mew is. Now, off camera, I did do it because I said I was going to, but I forgot to show it off. Mew is located just outside of Celadon City, plus in the Seafoam Islands. As for what's here, I don't remember exactly, but I'm not gonna stop. I'm not going to continue checking the Pokedex anymore. I want to be surprised with our first encounters. It is an Onix. I'll take an Onix. Level 12, okay. So, I could easily Buster this down with Nightshades. Let's go with Sing, of course. Sing it to sleep. I could give Earthquake to Onix, too. We did get that TM back in... I think? It was just outside Mount Moon on Route 4. Alright, Buster. I don't think this thing can really hurt you. It's got... Would it have Bind at this level? I think. It's got Tackle, maybe Bind. I don't know. Anyway, we're just going to go for the Nightshade. We can easily just go a light tap on it, too, with Lick, because that's going to hardly do anything to the physical defense this thing has. And obviously another Nightshade brings it down. So let's go for Lick and maybe can... Or not confuse, Paralyze it. So, Screech. Okay, we're gonna go back into Jiggles and go for... Well, getting our defense back to where it should be. Go for Sing again. Try to capture this Onix. And I kind of want to push my luck and go for the next encounter as well. And just to see, like, I want to see... What am I going to add to the team? Of course, going to be the Onix here, as long as we capture it. And then, if I went to Route 25 first, what would the new addition be? Because I said before, once my team is full at 6, I'm going to keep those 6 in the team until such time as we maybe, unfortunately, lose one of them. Hopefully that doesn't gonna happen a lot, but I'll then choose a Pokemon from the PC to bring to the team. So that being said, assuming we make this capture, which I'm sure we're going to, we got 19 Pokeballs left. You're not breaking out of all of these Onix. Look, you're already caught right there. Boom! Onix added to the team. So, I can't add another Pokemon from the PC until one of our current Pokemon gets taken out. Onix, the Rock Snake Pokemon, burrows at high speed in search of food. The tunnels it leaves are used as homes by Diglets. That's an instance of the in-game Pokedex showing a plural S on the end of a Pokemon name. Back before I guess they decided all plural Pokemon names are just the name, just like kind of like fish and moose and geese or goose. Whatever. Anyway, we're going to nickname Onix because we do have a Pokemon of this species in our overall collection. It's actually a Gen 4 team member, Medusa the Onix. So let's see what Medusa has to work with. She has massive defense, of course. Now, of course, there's no genders in Gen 1, but I'm going to just assume gender, unfortunately. And this is Medusa. My Onix is female that I've been using ever since Gen 4. So she has Tackle and Screech. Okay, so let's go and see what our last encounter before heading back to the Pokemon Center is going to be. Actually, this is kind of cool. I'm not good at... Wait, hang on. I'm not good at raising Pokemon. I should release my Charmander because I haven't raised it well. If you promise me you'll care for it, it's yours. Like a Hitmonchan. And that's one of those gift Pokemon thingies, which does not count as a random encounter, so we're going to give a nickname to Hitmonchan. What I like about this, since I just said there's no genders in Gen 1, I'm going to assume that this Hitmonchan is female, and I'm going to name her Buffy. Now, of course, I'm breaking the rules. As we know from Gen 2 onward, all Hitmonchan and all of the evolutionary line are male. But before we knew that, I had a Hitmonchan back in Pokemon Blue, and I assumed it was female. Just, I don't know, the appearance of it seemed female. So, it is Buffy the Hitmonchan. There's no more room for Pokemon. Buffy was sent to Pokemon Box 1 on PC. Take good care of my Charmander. I'm trying to do the as a Damien voice. TM25. That's Thunder, isn't it? Thunderbolt is 24, I believe. It is Thunder. Who can learn that? Buster can learn that. Jiggles can learn that. Guar, for some odd reason, can learn that. We'll keep it for the time being. But I want to go for one more encounter. Can we get to the grass before fighting any trainers? We can. Let's get our last encounter right here. So we have a Hitmonchan in the PC. We're also going to add this Pokemon right here into the PC as well. Come on, what do we get? What do we get? Ivysaur! I was hoping. I knew somewhere around here Ivysaur were in the wild. Yes, Ivysaur. Alright, sing you to sleep. What can we weaken this with? I'll just go for another Nightshade, I guess, from Buster. Probably the best thing to do. We're gonna add a grass type into the collection. No. I kinda want to use them immediately, but as I said, I'm gonna use the Pokemon I'm currently training up and work with them. If I happen to lose somebody, I suppose if I need to, I could just sacrifice somebody off in the battle, but I'm not going to do that. I want to give all of my Pokemon the best chance that they can have to win all these battles, make it to the Elite Four. But, of course, losing things along the way is just a random happenstance that might come along. So I'm just going to lick, hope we don't get the knockout. Excellent. It wakes up. Oh, okay, we're going to switch back into... Now, you might have Leech Seed. I hope you don't use Leech Seed if you do have it, because we're going to Jiggles. Leech Seed is going to steal back a lot of HP back onto this Ivysaur, especially given the level difference. Alright, Growl is fine. I'm going to go for Sing. Please don't miss it. You missed it. Tackle misses as well. There's that... Well, actually, no, Tackle's only 95% accurate. There's the Leech Seed I didn't want to see. Alright, so... It didn't hit me yet. It hits after my attack. I'm going to switch again right now. We're going to go back into Buster. Should I go for a Lick Attack? I don't think it would knock it out. I'm gonna risk it. Shouldn't have risked it. I mean, well, like I said, I still have my active team as it is, you know, and I have a Pokemon in the PC. But I really would have liked to get that Ivysaur. That's a pretty Ivy sore spot on the playthrough. Come on, give me something. I gotta laugh at something here. Oh well. You know what? I said I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna see where else our Ivysaur at. There's still a chance. Seafoam Islands. The question is, would I rather get an Ivysaur or a Mew? Or one of the many other dozens of different species that are gonna appear down there. Something that I'm gonna have fun with later on. Eventually, I'm going to do randomized Nuzlocke challenges of all the different generations and stuff. And I've watched some people, I watched Game Boy Luke do a randomized playthrough of, I think, it was either X and Y or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, one of those ones with Horde battles. You know how a Horde battle works, right, in Gen 6? 5 Pokemon appear instead of 1, and it's usually the entire, you know, same species of Pokemon. Sometimes there's one different one in there, but apparently the way the randomizer works, all 5 members of a Horde can be randomized to something on that route. You see such things as Bellsprout, Magnezone, Hoopa, and Murkrow, and, like, you know, all these different random things. That's when you have the fun of which one do I want to add to the team, because you get to choose which encounter in a horde battle is going to be your Pokemon. Alright, so we're gonna... I should probably start getting some training on Medusa, but I want to try to get Gary evolved first, because if I can use him for switch training, that'll help things out a lot. So we're going to focus on Gary for switch training, and then we'll get to Medusa. We have a lot of trainers we can take on here, of course. Speaking of which, number 1. I just got down from Mount Moon, but I'm ready! Bring it on. We got time for about maybe 3 trainers I'm going to say in this episode. So the hiker sends in a... That's actually pretty fitting. A Machop. Who do we send in against you? Well, that's a pretty easy answer. Buster. Can't do anything to go to old Buster the Ghost type. What was I about to say? Yeah, I guess I was talking about more, thinking about more starter Pokemon breeding and stuff. I'm hoping I can eventually start breeding all the Kanto starters, because that's kind of, you know, that's where I got my start in the world of Pokemon, so I would like to be able to breed Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, and just Wonder Trade those off. I guess what I was trying to think of, talking about, should I do some sort of a thing where I Wonder Trade maybe in a video or something like that? Because I like the idea of, you know, putting a whole box of Pokemon together and Wonder Trading them out here and there. I'm doing it just on a whim whenever I log into the Festival Plaza on the internet. And I suppose I could do it, sort of make a video, let you folks know when I'm doing Wonder Trading, and see if I can Wonder Trade with some of you folks out there. Let me know if you're interested in that, and if so, what Pokemon you'd be looking at for Wonder Trades. Because right now, I'm trying to see if I can get... What did I put up for trade? I put up a Litten, one of the ones with the... I think it's Flare Blitz and Crunch. Trying to see if I can get a Bulbasaur, at which point, once it's in my Pokedex, I can look for a female Bulbasaur for breeding purposes. You worked hard. Thank you. I did my best, no regrets. Wait, drat, a Zubat bit me back in there. That's no good. Especially if it used Leech Life, the Gen 7 version. Local trainers come here to practice. I'm practicing. Let's go. Can you evolve my Magikarp for me, please? I would love to be able to use a Gyarados at this point. Youngster sends in a... Huh! Is that the Zubat that bit the guy? Probably not. Nah, I'm gonna say Gary probably won't do too much with a tackle. See, I won't mind using Gary for grinding montages, but not if I have to show you guys him sitting here doing this. What attack was that? Was that Bite? I didn't notice that. I'm gonna go to Jiggles. He needs experience more than anybody else here. I think that was Bite. Does it know Bite at this point? It wasn't Leech Life. It didn't heal back. Anyway, I'm gonna have fun seeing if I can breed some cool moves onto such Pokemon. If I am going to start breeding things like Charmander, I might want to see if I can breed a bunch of Dragon-type moves onto it, because if anyone wants to use it as a Mega Charizard X, it'll have some nice stab, possibly Tough Claws boosted Dragon-type hits. So Jiggles drops the Zubat. Very nice, very good, very finished. And we see Vaporeon. I think you got some pretty decent defenses to you. Not bad, but I think Jiggles could probably handle you. Let's do this. 3 hits, that's it. Alright, that's fine. Go for another... Let's go for 5 hits this time, Jiggles. How about that? 5 massive... No. No, not at all. You're gonna miss every single thing right there. Alright. Of course, the Kangaskhan we battled back in the last episode didn't miss its Comet Punch. Which makes sense. I think Comet Punch is fully accurate anyway, but... I guess it's still a bit of a sore spot, the fact that we had to lose our starter Pokemon to Kangaskhan's critical Comet Punch. But that's the way of the game, like, you know, especially Gen 1. You can't control critical hits. You can basically assume them when you see a really fast Pokemon. I am decent, thank you, but it's the way of the game. Critical hits are just what they are, and they happen to everybody. All Pokemon have weaknesses. It's best to raise different kinds. So I guess we can go maybe 2 more trainers. Let's see what this hiker dude has. You're going to see Bill? First, let's fight! Could you imagine if you're just walking down the street, and you're like, I need to go put my my paycheck in the bank or something, and you're heading down. Some guy's like, you're heading to the bank? You're like, yes, I am. I've got some money to deposit. And he's like, let's battle! And you're like, I'm kind of in the middle of something. The bank closes at 3, and it's like 2:55. I gotta move. And then he's like, let's battle! And you're like, yeah, alright. Alright, so let's go into Gary. This thing's kind of scary. But Gary is unaffected by your Roar attack, because we are faster. Of course we're not. But Roar does not work in trainer battles in Gen 1. Haha. And Low Kick does nothing. Let's go for a critical Karate Chop. If all you're going to do is roar, why are you even here? That was critical. I was going to say, too bad it wasn't a critical hit, but it was. We get the burn. We don't, actually. Alright. Not bad. Ninetales falls to a Karate Chop, leaving us just enough time to take 1 more trainer down. You're something. Everything is something, technically, except for nothing. But even in a way, isn't nothing still something? I don't know what I'm talking about. The trail below is a shortcut to Cerulean City. Thank you! Alright, let's deal with this last trainer right here. Dad took me to a great party on SS Anne at Vermilion City. Was it before or after it sank? Because this is the anime version of Pokemon, of course. But yeah, it's before it sank. Youngster wants to fight. So as you saw, we got that Charmander, technically Charmander, but we got, hey, Kadabra, you're scary. But we got the... I'm gonna go on to Blaze for this. We got Hitmonchan. As I said last episode, it's kind of unfortunate we can't get the Bulbasaur, so to speak, from the trainer in the Cerulean City, because we don't have a Pikachu with us, and we can't max out the happiness on Pikachu to show that Pokemon, not trainer, I guess, but raising, breeder type person, can't show them that I'm a good trainer, and they'll trust their supposed Bulbasaur to us. I wonder what it would have been, though. I guess we'll never know. Does Blaze learn Flamethrower? Tries to learn Rage. I really don't like Rage in Gen 1. It locks you in. It's not so bad in Gen 2 and you can choose to switch to different moves or use an item, but locking yourself into Rage, no thanks. I'm not mad! You're just pouting. And that's it. On SSN, I saw trainers from around the world. They were probably Pokemon going. Now, we're going to Pokemon Go ourselves out of here, because we are done for the day, saving up the game here on Route 25. So I want to say thanks for watching today's episode, everybody. If you enjoyed it, of course, as always, feel free to drop a like down below. Leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of our encounters today and how stupid I was to risk a Lick Attack on an Ivysaur of, was it like 8 levels lower? Something like that. We could have had an Ivysaur potential Venusaur in the computer. But we've got a Hitmonchan. Not as good until the special physical split comes in Gen 4, so the elemental punches really do nothing for it, but it's got Comet Punch. We saw how effective that is last time. But anyway, feel free to leave some comments down below, and I'll see if I can finally set some time aside to get back to some comments. I've been really slack the past few days, but I'm going to try probably tonight. I'll set some time aside and respond to some of those comments. But with all that, we are done. Of course, you want to watch the entire Pokemon Yellow randomized Nuzlocke from the beginning. There's a link to the full playlist down in the description. Plus, for some other videos that I have done, including Pokemon Sun and Moon viewer Wi-Fi battles, check some of the annotations, those are going away. Check some of the links during the outro to some other videos, plus a link to subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed for daily Pokemon content. And I use daily with invisible air quotes, which I just actually use air quotes, because sometimes I don't get stuff up every day, but I should be good for the next little while for a daily video. Hopefully. But anyway, with all that, we are now done. Once again, I want to say thanks for watching today's episode. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I will catch you next time.